Sorry.
Welcome back to the Magic Card.
That's one way to get into it.
Thank you.
Oops.
Moving to upkeep. Tom, you've been a busy boy.
I have. I've been on a bunch of streams lately. Just before our last episode, I forgot to mention I was on Filthy MTG Casuals, sorry, with Donnie and Jen. Both really, really great. That was really fun. But I've done Chronos and Shattergang, and I have a bone to pick with you, Adam.
What did I do?
If you flash back to, I think it was episode 0, I mentioned that I was really excited about the podcast and I told everybody about it. And you were like, wait, you're not supposed to tell anyone.
Yeah.
So I was on Shattergang and the stream ended. And I'd mentioned that something big was coming. And then immediately, I think it was Luke, goes, oh yeah, Adam's told us about that.
I told them. I told them after the Fallout stream.
Yeah. Oh, he told me that. Yeah. That's it. I just wanted to put that in the notes to worry you a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. I was like, what did I do? I was like, what have I done? I was like, it's episode 2 and there's already like host beef. And I was like,
beef. We got big beef. No, that was it. But yeah, just lots of streams.
What
a lot of
were
playing at home.
Were they set streams or were they like just like bring whatever?
Actually, Filthy MTG Casuals and Shattergang was both people dropped out and people came to me, which was nice. So I wasn't scheduled to appear on them, but people couldn't make them, so I turned up, which was really nice. And the Chrono one was... Yeah. And the Chrono one was Universes Beyond, like 4-way. So we had a Lord of the Rings, Warhammer, Doctor Who, and I did Fallout, which was fun.
That sounds like Kerri's least favourite pod.
I mean, just wait until Final Fantasy comes out and then I'll join in with some Universe Beyond streams. What's your win rate currently for your streaming guests, I guess?
It's pretty good, actually. I have been tracking it. I think I've got more wins than I have losses. I haven't got the sheet to hand, but I'm probably at a 1 in 4, I think, which is good, which is what you want to be at.
When I first started guesting, I think I peaked early and I started playing. I played decks like Calamax and like Windgrace and like racked up quite a lot of wins quite quickly. And now that's why it's the meme on Shattergang when I joined. I'm the first one to get knocked out because like legit they're just like, yeah, we need to make sure this doesn't get out of hand. So yeah, I can't. I literally joined most streams now and I march enemy right away, which it's passive harassment.
I mean, to be honest, it's mainly because I know that you have some disgusting cards. So I'm like, I've only been on one stream with you, but I'm like, I just want to, let's just kill Adam first. He's scary.
That's scary. All the games I've played with you have been the same. So
yeah, that's fair. I think I build all my decks to like, I mean, I know the joke's a 7. I would say like I feel like all my decks are like a 7 power level.
How do power level things kind of how do people set this?
Don't.
It's terrible. It's a terrible scale.
It's number one.
Imagine a 1 to 10 scale that starts at 6, and then 7 through 8 is got like 20 steps.
Yeah,
and you never talk about 9 or 10 unless you're in a special EDH.
And then was it like 4 or 5 is like precon? But
precons are like they're quite fucking powerful now, right?
Now they are. I think the last like 2 or 3 I think last
LCI.
Baldur's Gate, I was gonna say. Baldur's Gate ones are pretty good. They've definitely moved up in power level because what precons used to be were like, here's 2 or 3 really cool commanders, and we put like 3 or 4 cards in that work with each of them, and the rest is just stuff. Good luck. Like there were just straight up cards in old precons that had nothing to do with the deck's themes or like the play style. It was bizarre. So they've moved away from that and they've definitely got more powerful. So I would say like most precons, like now, like the recent levels are probably starting at like 6s. So they've already jumped up like a power level.
Okay.
But yeah, the power level stuff's nonsense because there's nothing that states like, oh, this is a 9 or this is an 8. It's you just saying this is a 4 and like what? Like, so
It's the one thing that's always confused me because people are being like, oh, what's the power level of your deck? And I'm like, I don't know. It's just, how do I answer this?
The purpose of it is to basically try and get everyone in the pod to have the same power level.
Yeah, I get that.
But I think now it's just, is your deck like casual commander or CEDH? And even that can be like, you know, a bit wonky.
I don't even know anyone who plays CEDH.
But if you fill your deck with like tutors and like, you know, if your deck is like super consistent, it can only be like the lowest, like a 7, right? Because if you're hitting the same things each time, which is I think that's what, you know, the spirit of it is.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go. You.
Okay. I was going to say there's someone who has done like a full like spreadsheet of all the precons. They're called Angry Green Jelly Bean, and they've done like a full like breakdown spreadsheet of like all the precons and like what the precons have got in them, which is insane good to look at if you're kind of interested to see, I guess, how precons have, I guess, evolved over the years, because they've like, how many years have precons even been a thing?
2011.
Yeah, so I would say kind of not new-ish, but wait, how old's Magic the Gathering? 30 years.
31, yeah.
Angry Green Jelly Bean, by the way, is on my stream next week, and yeah, their YouTube channel is full of great stuff. Like, I cannot rate them higher.
Stuff is great.
They're incredible. Really good content. I was going to say a much better way of doing it now is just explain what your deck does, and try and figure out what turn you're going to be winning on. If you're sitting down at a table and somebody's like, oh, my deck normally wins on turn 5, and your deck is quite a long, you know, durdles a bit, then the power levels won't match up. But yeah, knowing what your deck does and telling the group.
This is why I love precons, because usually people know what precons do, and they're like, what does your deck do? And I'm like, don't know, vampires and stuff, maybe.
That's it. Yeah. I also think now and modern Magic design, it's like, and we're going to get into this later as well, but like you can look at most modern commanders, like lead singers, and go, oh, this can't be less than, you know, an 8, or this can't be less than a 7. Like if I play Miram, everyone's like, okay, well, you know, this is an 8 because Miram needs it and one other card, and then suddenly it's taken over the table. Yeah. So I think a lot of the older, like old commanders, or like just jank in general, I think the power level stuff can help. But I think like more modern day commanders, like you can just look at that and go, okay, this is at least, you know, it's going to be doing these things, which means it probably has this in it, and then have that conversation around it.
I'm very curious to see like what people would think my meme Toxtrol deck would be at, because
it's Toxtrol plus land, right?
It's literally just lands and Toxtrol. Well, it's got about 55 plus lands in there.
More than I have a Windgrace. A Windgrace is like a dedicated lands deck.
I mean, I just did it because I was like, I want to quickly make a Toxtrol deck so I can play it on New Year's Eve. And obviously back then, like I didn't really have a huge array of cards. I was like, I've got Roaming Throne. I've got like some like sludge horror thing. I think it's literally like sludge monster. Yeah. I put like Masker Girl, just a bunch of like random things in there that kind of would somehow work. Not a lot of proliferate, because I know Toxtrol's good with proliferate. But yeah, it's very, very memey, but it also can go downhill very quickly for other people. Yeah.
And then also, if anything, you've given yourself enough space to add include, right? Like, you're like, okay, I can take out a swamp and put in an actual card.
Yeah, that's what I kind of have been doing with it. Like every time I'll find a card that like works with it, I'll be like, okay, I'm just going to take out a land and pop this in. But yeah.
Kerri, you've got a preview card for Yeehaw.
I do. So my preview will be on the 27th of March, which is in a few days' time. It'll be the day before this episode goes live. So you can head to all of my socials and see any of the information there for the card if you want to have a little snoop. But yeah, very exciting. I was not expecting it, and it's very cool.
And you have no clue what it is, right? Because like they don't give you any hints. It's just here, you'll get the card. Okay. All right, cool. That's cool.
Yeah, literally no idea.
I'm just
I am
digging
hoping
for information.
I'm hoping that it's a blue, a black, or a white card. Just because those cards are the ones that I prefer playing.
Watch it be a red common that draws you
If
a card.
it is a red, I'll be so upset. Like, I will be devastated.
It would be a red faithless looting type. Yeah.
No. I'll be so sad.
Okay. Well, make sure you listeners follow Kerri's social channels and you'll see that everywhere, I guess. So I forgot to mention this last week, but I played Cluedo, Magic Cluedo, not normal Cluedo. I played it with my wife, Stacey. It was a lot of fun. It's effectively normal Magic, but if you get combat damage in, you can... They don't use the word investigate because investigate's a magic mechanic. I think it's like, you can, I think they use the word you could assume or like guess or something. Yeah, to assume.
Yeah, it's make an assumption, and then you can make there's another word for when you actually guess. Yeah.
So there is the location. It's Cluedo. So it's location, weapons, suspect. Those cards are hidden. Like the correct ones are hidden at the start of the game. You are given the rest, and you're trying to work out what cards have been hidden. As you hit someone, you can try and guess one of the cards in their hand. If it's correct, they will show you. And you basically have like a little tick box off. I think it would probably be a lot better with 4. With 2, it was still fun. But with the set packs that come with it, there's a lot of like goad and a lot of like fun multiplayer cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to effectively make a booster pack for each guild from cards in my collection plus stuff that came with Cluedo. I bought 2 because I'm an idiot.
Well, that's pretty good because I bought 1 and I didn't get all the guilds.
I bought 2.
It's completely random.
I bought 2 and didn't get all the guilds.
We'll have to have a chat
I
after.
can't remember what I
need,
got in mine.
I bought 2 and I didn't get Demir, so I went on Card Market and bought one of the face like clan cards, and it was like 2 cents, but it cost like £1.70 shipping.
I would have given you that.
Yeah,
there was one card in the Demir set that I wanted, and I've taken it out. So we can talk after if you want it, because I'm not that fussed.
So I'm effectively doing that because I think trying to make it more tuned probably for either 1v1 or just less cards that rely on like goad. So much goad stuff in there.
I don't know if I saw any goad.
Rakdos has a bunch.
Oh, I don't know if we got a Rakdos pack. I think.
Yeah,
my wife pulled
Gary. Yeah, my wife pulled Rakdos twice.
I think I got.
Wow.
I have to double check mine because like I opened all of the packs, but I didn't actually like look through the cards. And it's been quite a while since I've actually looked at those. I still need to try and play it, but again, like I want to actually play it with 4 people.
Yeah,
because I think it might just be a little bit meh to play with.
It's okay with 2. Like it's fine. It's just normal. It's just one-on-one Magic, but the cards aren't set for that.
I did it with 3, which was pretty fun. It was because there's another thing. If you it was an MKM mechanic, exiling cards from your graveyard. Not Discover.
No. I've forgotten.
It's another detective type thing.
Evidence?
Collect evidence. You can do that. I think you can do that for 6 to make an assumption as well if you're not getting combat damage. And that then will go.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
That will then go around the table and it will go to your left first. And if they haven't got the thing you guessed, it goes to the next person. So with 4, that would be really good. A good way of getting your guesses in. But
because it got to a point where my wife could like I built up such a board that her only way of winning was just collect.
I'm drinking something fizzy.
Yeah, guessed. The only way my wife could win was basically she was on a 2-turn clock, and they had to assume twice, like by just exiling stuff on their graveyard. So I think it is cool because it effectively stops you making bad attacks, and then gives you an alternative way of winning that game. So it's cool. I think I've done 2 or 3 of the guilds. It's actually a massive pain in the ass because I have to like build out the pack and then I have to inner sleeve them, sticker the inner sleeve, and then put the sleeve in another like double sleeve. And I hate double sleeving. It takes forever. I don't know why anyone does it. And it's really finicky. So that's what I'm that's like my spare project on the side. And all this is making me do is making me want to build a cube.
Oh, yeah, you should. Cubes are great.
Yeah, I used to have a cube when I was a TO, because I started getting really annoyed with all the crap that people would leave behind at events. So I would just take all of the like jank and like common stuff and like bulk that people left behind, and I made a cube out of it. And it was just like, this is like, it was mainly to prove a point to be a pedantic dickhead, which was like, this is all the stuff you guys leave behind at every event. Like, it can be useful. And then that eventually just changed into stuff Adam thinks is cool. So a lot of gold cards that didn't have black or blue in them. And then if I went from there, and then I took it apart when I started playing Magic, so I obviously sold everything off. But now I'm like, do I have enough stuff to build another, kind of gold matters cube? But we'll see.
It's a lot of sleeves. It's pretty fun. Oh, it is, yeah. It's like a 300
cubes confuse me.
Card, I think.
I don't know what cubes are.
So I love how it's just like Kerri's education hour every week.
It's I see people. I'm pretty sure. I feel like Tom, you might have already explained it to me ages ago, or it might be one of my other friends. But someone's explained it to me before, and it just goes like, I'm just like, what?
Imagine reusable booster packs. Basically, you've got a fixed pool of cards, and then you turn them into booster packs, and then you draft with them, basically.
Oh,
so it's
okay.
All the cards will stay in your cube in the set in the box, and then you'll reuse them every time you draft.
I see.
And then so you're effectively building a set to be drafted, and then people either pick things like they'll pick particular sets that they like. So do like Innistrad, like all Innistrad cube. So it's like
I could probably do a cube with Innistrad, considering how many packs I open.
So yeah, like I typically like multicolored cards a lot. So like I would go probably gold. Yeah, like it's fun. And it's like a really fun way to draft, because you are getting, for the person who owns the cube, you are getting like a little like game design kick as well, because it's a thing that you are making. And then people can feed back and be like, this is busted, you need to change this, or this is really good, or this is pick one, that kind of stuff. So,
I guess it kind of allows you to save money as well, because then you don't have to go and buy a box of draft. Well, they don't do draft boosters anymore, but
we the way that we used to do cubes in my old like local play group was tenner entry. So you buy 3 booster packs, and then you just divvy up the booster packs at the end. It's cool. It's fun. Cube is good.
I keep meaning to add stuff to my Pauper cube from like the last however many sets, because I found it's a 2-player cube that I found online.
Okay.
Well, it's really cool, but I want to make it my own now. So I've been collecting a little pile of things that would maybe go good in it. So yeah, maybe one day I'll get around to updating that. But yeah, it's good stuff.
I need to share my screen. Sorry, audio listeners. One sec.
You're just gonna have to describe everything.
I got you, audio
description.
I'll attempt.
I got multiple complaints in the last episode. Adam, you don't see what's on your screen. It's like, well, you should watch it on YouTube.
The only complaints I had from friends were, what are these shit takes? It was me saying that I didn't like playing red.
That's fair.
But it's just because it's only because I haven't found red cards that I enjoy playing. Because my experience with red is on Arena, the starter decks.
Oh yeah,
which obviously they're not great.
Yeah.
Thunder Junction. No, sorry. Outlaws of Thunder Junction. I always say Outlaws at Thunder Junction. Really
is it 2008? We're on Tumblr. What's going on? Marrow loves his Tumblr.
Mark Rosewater put out his normal teaser for this weeks ago, and we're late, and we're going to cover it now. And then next episode, we're probably going to go through some of our favorite cards. Because in 2 weeks' time, hopefully, I think should be out.
In our defense, this is only 5 days old, so you're right.
Oh, is
We're
it?
not that late.
Oh, I don't feel bad then. Fuck you all. I don't give a shit. Yeah. Then I don't feel bad at all.
He puts this out like quite close to spoiler season. Like,
yeah.
It's not like a really early thing. This so
okay. All right, then I do not feel bad. Fresh off the presses is this Tumblr blog post. So Kerri, Mark Rosewater, lead designer of Magic, at the beginning of kind of teaser season, he will put out like, these are weird things you can expect in this set, and it's kind of like cryptic, like it's purposely vague to get people talking and making a bunch of wild speculative like Twitter posts.
Okay, so it's kind of just like engagement baiting type stuff to get people's brain juices flowing.
This is Mark Rosewater edging the entire Magic community.
Yeah, that's basically it,
with every set.
He's always very explicit about a few things. He'll drop a couple in that are like very obvious. Like there's a couple in here that are very clear.
Yeah.
What's going on.
So in Outlaws of Thunder Junction, he has written, before previews for Outlaws of Thunder Junction officially begin, I thought it would be fun to do another of my Duelist-style teasers where I give tiny hints of things to come.
There you go. Duelist was the old magazine. The old Magic magazine. They used to post these in the I assume. I don't remember. They used to post these kind of things in the magazine and before the internet.
Note that he is only giving you partial information. So first up, here are some things we can expect. A new batch of 5 related creature types. Could literally be anything, I guess.
Cactuars. Please.
Will we get Cowboy as a creature type? Who knows? I hope so.
Would it just be like, would it be like human cowboy?
I've got a
question. Like human soldier. Because you have the way that like Magic creature types usually break down, right, is you have like race and then jobs. Right, so like human soldier. They are a human, their jobs are a soldier.
Yeah.
So human cowboy could be a thing.
Question.
I hope.
This is coming out after the spoiler season started. So because
I've seen some of them already.
I've seen the leaks, so I kind of know what's going on here, and I don't know whether I should, because I don't want to spoil people.
I've not seen leaks. So
I'll leave them.
I typically don't follow spoiler season. I just wait until like the whole set's out and then I go through it, which is what we're going to do next episode.
I'm
just point out the obvious things.
Vampires.
Yeah. You can say like, oh, this is public knowledge. That's totally fine.
Yeah, there's a lot of people like on Twitter who've like said, this is, and it makes sense when you think about it. We'll get to that. Carry on if you want to carry on.
A card capable of returning 3 different card types from a graveyard to the battlefield to some sort of mass reanimation style thing. It's cool.
Dual lands is an interesting one. If you want to skip a few.
So dual lands with a land subtype that has never been on dual lands before, so it's desert, right?
Yeah.
It would be surprising if they didn't include that.
Yeah, it's got to be deserts.
So, but then the thing about desert swamp is, can a swamp be a desert?
I guess.
It is a bit strange.
In Fantasyland, yes, maybe.
Yeah, like it's fine. Mechanically, sure, flavor. So yeah, that's cool. Anything that's interesting. A new creature token has an ability no creature token has ever had before.
It's pretty cool. Villains. Some of the Planes with legendary villains.
Maybe.
Where's that gone in this set? So villains from Dominaria, Eldraine, Fury, Innistrad, Ixalan, Kaladesh, Kaldheim, Kamigawa, New Capenna, and Ravnica.
Yeah, I've seen some of the stuff already in the stories.
In the story,
the art, so that's cool.
Have they shown the Kamigawa villain? Is Tezzeret?
I feel like I've seen it, but I don't know if it's a leak or not.
Ooh.
I haven't seen.
Or people speculating. I can't remember which one.
Yeah, I've seen basically if it's like they are from the story, I've seen it, but otherwise I haven't. I was gonna say a typal card for skeletons and zombies is like barely a teaser. That's just like most Magic sets.
Skeletons. They're adding more skeleton support lately, at least.
Yeah, one of your base cards of this set is Tiny Bone, so I assume.
Yeah, Tiny Bone needs some friends.
Yeah.
Do you want to know something about Tiny Bones, Kerri?
Yes.
He's only had one appearance before, and he's a little thief boy, but I can't remember if it's on the card itself or in the lore. He steals stuff for he's got a family of tiny little things that he's friends with. So he's stealing stuff for his tiny little friends. Yeah, there you go.
He's a magpie, or Tiny Bones is a magpie.
Why does a reanimated skeleton need earthly possessions in the first place?
It doesn't. He gives them to his little friends.
Okay. What are his little friends? Are they more skeletons?
I don't know.
Or are they like
we'll find out.
Imaginary friends.
If they're like rats, that's fine. If he's like stealing cheese and stuff for rats, that's
I think they're just more funny little guys.
Okay. Next, here are some rules text that will be showing up cards. Yay.
Some fun stuff here.
I'm just going to go through. I'm not going to read all of these.
There's one that's just like glaringly Roaming Throne 2.0.
Oxen you control have double strike. All my shapeshifter freaks out there.
If a triggered ability of a legendary creature you control triggers, that ability triggers an additional time.
They need to stop with like the Panharmonicon like adjacent stuff. Like it's getting silly now.
It's so dumb.
It's just, is this design space is this design space that is worth exploring? Probably not, because it's going to break you into jail so quickly. A la Roaming Throne.
It's just like, everyone uses Roaming Throne for already, but it's like literally, okay, this is just for your commander now.
Yeah, like, do we need another one of these?
I mean,
unless it's like ridiculously expensive. Like it costs like 8 mana, then fine, whatever, I don't care.
No. Give me more Roaming Throne adjacent cards, please. Ugh. I can put them in Toxel's deck.
Now, the creature types are very interesting. I like Shark Rogue. I like Homerid Mercenary, and I like Ox Angel. And Ox Angel is holy cow. It has to be. Everyone's talking about it on Twitter.
If it's not, then...
Here are some creature type lines from the set. Shark Rogue, Plant Bard,
Shark Rogue,
Coyote, Rhino Brawler.
Porcupine Mount.
Yeah.
Would not want to sit on that.
Yeah, and Ox Angel is funny. Rhino Brawler, cool. I need more rhinos for my Rhino Tribal deck. That is not Rhino Tribal. So that's good for me. And here are some names. So
one of these could be yours, Kerri. We don't know.
It could be. For my posse.
Yeah, I don't know, but I like the fact they've gone for like such cliche stuff. Like this is like American movie, like High Noon, Reach for the Sky. This town ain't big enough. Like it's like
Brazilian Roadrunner.
It'll be need to see the full set. Obviously, I haven't seen a single card, but like this feels even more like Magic is, and I know this is what it's been for a while, but Magic is basically how do we take cliche stereotype stuff from a genre or setting and then whack like mechanics onto that. But again, it'd be interesting to see. Like, it just feels this feels too inspired by cultural references related to cowboy western movie.
We did have things. That with MKM was exactly the same. It was all detective murder.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. But I feel like but MKM being set in Ravnica and Ravnica being a pretty scummy place anyway, where like you believe there are like detectives, investigators. This I don't know. I feel like I'm being a Magic boomer, but we'll see.
It does kind of limit the reprintability of these cards in the future.
Yeah.
Which is a worry.
But like normally, like there's a chance that none of these are like, the standout things, right? These are all a bit like common joke stuff, like combat.
I feel like they know when something's going to be good and needs reprinting.
Yeah. Or
it will need reprinting in the future.
Yeah. Cool. I need to stop sharing my screen. So that's that. Like I said, next episode we'll go through some of our favorite cards in Outlaws. Outlaws of Thunder Junction. Jesus fucking Christ, these names. Yep. We'll get into that. We'll get into that later as well.
When will our next our episode will come out? The 12th, so it'll be the week before the set releases.
Okay, that's fine. So
It'll come out the day before pre-release, so yeah, we'll have everything by then.
Okay.
Everything will be out. So.
I regret to inform you, this podcast has been taken over by energy counters and energy drinks podcast within a podcast. You're probably thinking, wait, Adam, it's episode 2, and you're already talking about non-Magic the Gathering related stuff. And yes. So Monster Energy is expanding its juice range with Bad Apple. The Monster Juice range has increased its value by 25%, blah, blah, blah. This is like mainly shareholder stuff. However, Monster Energy fuels my blood and my life and is releasing a apple version of its juice blend. I am cautiously optimistic. I typically find synthetic apple tasting stuff to taste terrible. Lucozade green apple, I hate you. So
I love apple flavored.
No, same. Tango apple is so good.
No, like that so synthetic, fake, like apple taste. I can't do it. Like green Jolly Ranchers style. No. So this is meant to be like so cider inspired. So it might be like a cloudy apple, which could either be incredible or taste like tramp piss. There are only 2 ways this can go. So
tramp piss.
Nice warm tramp piss. Yeah, if you leave it, do not leave Monster Energy Bad Apple out in the sun for too long.
Oh God, no.
Fermented.
It will go bad on you very quickly.
I love how they've called it Bad Apple, because to me, Bad Apple is that one song.
Yeah.
It's like,
every time I've mentioned it, my girlfriend's brought that song up.
Yeah.
So,
so good.
Bad Apple for me, and I mentioned it to, again, my wife Stacey, recurring character of this podcast, my wife Stacey. I mentioned that Monsters brought out a new flavor called Bad Apple, and then we both had the same reaction, which was like that alternative club that in Croydon that failed. There was a club in Croydon called Bad Apple. This is only for my Croydon listeners only.
This is Croydon deep lore.
Or is it just full of bad
Croydon
apples?
lore drop right now. There was 2 alternative clubs in Croydon. One was called Black Sheep Bar, and the other one was called Bad Apple. They were owned by the same person. Bad Apple was opened up because the clientele of Black Sheep Bar was getting too rough and too grunge for the owner. So he was like, I'm going to open up a bit more of an upmarket establishment called Bad Apple. And it was shit. It was really bad. No one went. Everyone waited to listen to Rage Against the Machine at Black Sheep Bar. They eventually both closed down. Black Sheep Bar has been replaced by I think like a Polish supermarket and a Greggs. So probably actually better off for Croydon in the long run.
Anyway,
but I wait. Yeah, but anyway,
back on topic. I can't find this shit anywhere, and I want to try it, but I can't find it. Adam Law Drop. I buy my Monster Energy in bulk directly from Coca-Cola, and you can buy it. You can buy it now from them, but I'm not buying a case of this in case it does indeed taste like tramp piss, and then I'm stuck with 12 cans.
If it tastes like the fake apple, I'll take it from you.
If it's cloudy apple and it's got like juice isn't like mega carbonated, is it? Juice is like thick, right? Is that the wrong one?
Juiced is just literally just like flat. It's just like
Wait,
juice.
is it flat?
Yeah.
Oh.
Juiced, I'm pretty sure juiced is like it's either flat or like very low
very lightly carbonated. I think it's very light.
Yeah.
So this might be okay.
Yeah. I'd imagine it tastes good. I mean, I don't think I've ever had anything apple flavored that tastes bad. So
I'm so excited to try it. But I went to Tesco and the shelves, there was every flavour, and then there was just a void where that was supposed to be.
Oh, my locals don't have it. So I asked, I was like, can we drive around all the local
corner shops?
Yeah, corner shops.
Yeah, they'll definitely have it. I know there's like one stops and stuff which will probably have it. But
I got a resounding, I'm not wasting my time. Okay, that's fair. I was like, yeah, do you know what? Absolutely fair. So that is your energy drink news segment of the podcast. There is one other bit though. Our Kerri got sent Vimto Energy, which I didn't know existed.
So they've brought out, I did not realize, but Vimto have got quite an extensive range of products now. It's not just the squash.
But it's all purple.
Yeah, it's all purple.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It all literally just tastes like Vimto. It's just varying different things. Like they've got Vimto bonbons or
The
Vimto like
bonbons
soda.
are so good.
Yeah, I haven't tried them, but I've
They're
seen
incredible.
them. There's just loads of different like Vimto things, and they've recently brought out their Vimto Energy, and they sent me 4 cans, 2 of the full sugar and 2 of the zero sugar, and it literally just tastes like Vimto but fizzy, which is great, and it doesn't have like the shitty aftertaste of like energy drinks.
Whoa.
No, I was going to say plain
Whoa.
Monster, because you know how like plain Monster's got like that after piss taste kind of thing.
I'm a convert of the base sugar-free flavor that they've come out with recently. I think it's actually okay. It's a slow sipper, called it in the market.
I just like the Monsters like peach, anything peachy.
Yeah, mango.
It was like Lewis Hamilton's ass peach.
Lewis Hamilton's ass juice.
Yeah, that one. That's good.
I was talking to somebody about Monster the other day, and we were reminiscing about Rehab, which was Rehab was.
They still
best.
do those in the
which
States. They don't do them over here anymore, which is annoying.
Was that the cola one?
No, it was the still
was that
one,
something
just
else?
completely still.
It's
What's the cola one then?
It's like green tea style.
It was like a
nice.
lemonade.
The
green tea
cola one,
still
Kerri, is called Assault.
Yes, it assaulted my throat.
And yes, and it's the one where have you ever read like the blurbs on the back of Monster cans?
No.
Okay, the blurb for Assault is like dog whistling Jan 6th, like rioter. It's like, don't let anyone tell you that you can't drink this. So it's really, I will get a can and I'll do a dramatic reading of it. It's really bad.
It's the red digital camo one, right? Assault.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also, like, and it's still rocking a drink called Assault in 2024 is fucking wild. Especially as it's the one that you're meant to mix with alcohol. Like that's the whole point of Assault. Is it's meant to be mixed with Jack Daniels and vodka. And they're like, drink this and then beat up your significant other. It's really fucking bad.
I think I found the blurb of it. I don't know if it's an actual thingy of it, but it's at Monster, we don't get too hung up on politics. We're not for the war against the war or any other war for that matter. We put the camo pattern on our new Monster Assault can because we think it looks cool. Plus it helps. I don't know if this is legit.
This is legit. Not. This is the one.
Yeah. Are you serious?
Yeah, this is it.
Plus it helps fire us up to fight the big multinational companies who dominate the beverage business.
Says Coca-Cola, the small-time beverage like company.
Independent brand Coca-Cola.
Yeah. Mum and pop shop Coca-Cola is standing up to the man.
I'm glad someone's
terrible. It's really bad. Kerri, how does I mean I know you got sent the Vimto #ad. How does it taste?
#ad, #sponsored, #gifted.
Does the sugar-free one taste different from the sugar one at all?
No, I'm drinking the sugar-free one now, and it tastes.
It's
exactly
7:00.
Same.
Why are you drinking an energy drink? Fucking lunatic.
Caffee make me go sleepy. Bye.
That's ADHD for you.
I drink tea at night. It makes me go to sleep. But yeah, it's literally just tastes the same. The sugar-free can only has 20 calories, but the full sugar is 92 calories, I think.
And what's the caffeine content on this?
I feel like I could get some because I love Vimto. I'm a proper Vimto fiend, so
it doesn't tell me.
I should say, like, in the sources on the nutritional value. If it doesn't, that's bad.
Nutritional information: energy, fat, of which saturates, carbohydrates, of which sugars, protein, salt, vitamin B6 and vitamin B12. That's all it has.
Okay, Vimto Energy. This is great content.
While we're doing this, Kerri, was the photo the story where it was blurry, was that on purpose or was that an accident?
So that's a reoccurring thing that I do when I take pictures of energy drinks. Okay. I will make it look like I'm on acid whilst trying to take a photo of something.
Okay, you have to send me that so I can add it to the clip.
Breaking news. Vimto Energy only has 32 milligrams of caffeine per 100 milliliters, which is fucking weak. Monster has, I think it's like 100 and something.
Is that 100 and something per 100 milliliters?
Oh no, actually, it's about the same.
Yeah, so the cans are 500 milliliters, so whatever 32 times 5 is the overall caffeine content.
I take back my this is weak piss statement. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, is it a child's energy drink? But if that's not the case,
no, it's about 2 milligrams less for every 100 milliliters of Monster. But it's cool. It's not bad, and it tastes like purple.
It's pretty decent. I would definitely like pick that up over several different Monster flavors, and 100% would pick it up more than I would ever even touch Relentless. So,
Relentless also owned by Mum and Pop Shop Coca-Cola.
Oh,
they own both Monster and Relentless, and Rain.
Bit of a tangent. Nearby me, there's like an industrial estate with a bunch of like tooling, like warehouse, like screws and stuff like that, and there's a unit there, and for the last 20 years or so, or however long it's been, I don't remember, their branding has just been the Relentless, or the Rockstar branding, sorry, like the yellow star with the red text on a black background. Exact same font, and it just winds me up that they've just gone, okay, we're making a place that makes screws. Rockstar logo.
Anyway. Thank you. That was Energy Cowards, an energy drink podcast within a podcast. Back to Magic the Gathering. I'm sharing my screen a fuckload today. Apologies, audio listeners. Kerri,
you just gotta name things. You just gotta.
Yeah. Kerri, Garner, Bloodfist, or Kel, smash or pass?
Smash. Tom, smash or pass?
Oh, is it me? Are we alternating?
Everyone's got to do it.
Agatha of the Vile Cauldron, Tom, smash or pass?
A smash.
Don't know about that. Okay.
Really? Oh, come on.
I don't know, man.
She can put me in her
lives
cauldron.
in the woods.
She cook you a nice dinner.
Kerri, Kazaroff, Sengir, Pureblood, smash
He's
or
a vampire.
pass?
I don't even have to.
He is an
That's
old man.
He's very
That's
old.
fine. That's fine. I can deal with that.
Sorry for speaking. Tom Chishiro, the Shattered Blade. Yeah.
I think I might pass on Chishiro.
He's a snake shaman with 4 arms. Smash.
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 You'll be airtight. Kerri, Kataki, War's Rage is a spirit, is ethereal.
Hell yeah. Smash.
Physically can't.
I can just go into my body and just possess me, I guess.
We've all seen Ghostbusters. We've all seen that scene in Ghostbusters. You know,
don't worry about you. Tom Koshin Titan's Origin.
Hell yeah! Look at that massive hand.
It's literally a shrine.
Look at that massive hand.
It's basically a building.
Smash. Smash.
You guys. Kerri, Dramoka the Eternal.
It's a dragon. It's a scaly.
She is a massive dragon who I'm pretty sure like 8 people when they defied her. Okay, yeah.
Smash. Boar. Dragon. Smash.
Dramoka's weird. It's like she is good. She's like the less evil of the Khan's dragons, I think. That's how they position her. Tom Tulane.
Pass. Fuck Tulane. Fuck Tulane.
Tulane is old man with his book and every ability in the sun. Kerri, Geralf, Visionary Stitcher. Bearing in mind that is a zombie that looks like his sister.
Oh, okay, that's a pass.
Yeah, he's into the incest.
God, no, thank you.
Tom Arjun, the Shifting Flame, is a Sphinx wizard.
Sphinx?
Pass.
His neck is literally fire.
Yeah, the flaming neck is putting me off. It's pretty.
No kissing. Kerri, Ragnar.
Hey, you probably hit me. It's fine. Yeah, I'll smash.
Fucking wish.com for ass motherfucker.
God, Ragnar. Doesn't get much better than that.
Jesus. Tom, face on bow.
Pass.
Smash up.
Pass. Next.
He could listen to your problems.
Look, he's with his flavor text. You are not alone.
Pass.
He's there.
Pass.
Kerri Takeno, Samurai General. It's just a samurai.
Where's his
It's
face?
a little bit boring.
You can barely see his face.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's a little bit boring. I'll pass on that one.
Okay, fair.
Samurai's on great.
Tom,
Yo.
Tarok's Blade Wing.
Pass. That's just a boring dragon.
It is a
Smash.
boring ass
I
dragon.
want a cool dragon. If I'm going to smash.
Kerri.
Oh, yo, it's me. It's me.
So is that masturbation?
It's self-cessed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pass on that one.
Yes.
Because that's a fun fact.
Chroma.
That's where bad mana influence come from, because Tom showed me that card.
Smash
Tom,
like
OG
fist of
Chroma.
Smash like the fist of an angry god.
Why did I say you would do the second one?
Yo,
He's back.
It's
Kerri,
your boy.
Chroma, human descendant. It's your boy. Bear in mind, 2 for 1 with this one. Because he flips over.
Yeah.
So.
You smash him and he turns into a dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do the dragon. Dragon form will fine, but human monk, maybe not.
Last
Should do
one.
a smash pass.
Oh, last one. Tom.
Siblings.
No lie. He is cool, but
like-
Kieran, I
it's-
don't really like Kieran.
It's like the old couple. Like, hey, let's.
We know it's from across the bar.
Yeah, we know it.
Looking for a third.
We like. My wife likes your vibe.
Oh, God.
I'd pass. I'd feel awkward.
Okay.
Oh,
I am into that.
That is smash or pass. We
That
might
was-
bring this. We
that
might
was
bring that
speedy.
back.
Yeah,
that
we
was
need
very
to.
speedy.
That was good. I like that. That was fun.
I don't know how I feel about either of you after that segment. But
could have said a lot worse.
yeah, you could have said.
I've got a really good Goshintai deck and I love it. So
I teased this on Twitter.
breaking discourse.
Breaking discourse that is like 2 weeks old. But we are going to talk about it now. People, I don't want to say bitching and moaning, but they kind of were. This is me just throwing out hats. People chasing the Twitter dream. I don't know where it originated from, but complaining about Voja, Jewels of the Conclave, being busted. For those who don't know, and for audio listeners, Voja, Jewels of the Conclave is a legendary creature, wolf 5/5 for 2 red, green, and white. So Naya has Vigilance, Trample, and Ward 3. When Voja attacks, put X +1/+1 counters on each creature you control, where X is number of elves you control, and then draw a card for each wolf you control. Note that Voja draws off itself because it is a wolf. Tom brought this to me and basically said, do we talk about this? And I said, I don't know. And then I was like, well, I've got nothing else to talk about, so I guess we will. In that kind of, is this Commander 2 pushed? And to which I say, no, end of segment.
See, I do think it is. I think they could have maybe just made it a wolf commander. You know, people focus too much on the ward. I don't think the ward 3 is a problem. I think maybe Vigilance, Trample, and ward 3 is a problem.
So what were people like crying about for this?
It's a lot for 5, which I agree with. I think if you made it 6 and then maybe took ward 3 down to ward 1, I think it would be like okay. Ward 3 basically means hexproof, right? Like no one is playing 5 no one's playing 5 to Doomblade it. Ultimately,
See, I don't think it's that much of a problem.
So here's why, as the Mirim player in the room, this is why I don't think it's a problem. Because if I see you're playing this, I'm playing targeted player removal, and you're probably not getting to turn 5.
I
or
don't
if you do
think
get to turn 5, you're dead on turn 6.
I don't think paying 5 for a Doomblade on it is too bad because everyone's going to be against this person.
Yeah.
And if you say to the table, I'm going to take one for the team and I'm going to Doomblade this, I think most people will be happy. But I just think it does too much. You know, it's too easy.
Do you think this is worse than Mirim?
Probably not because
Is that how you even spell Mirim?
we had the dragon. There's good dragons and there's bad dragons, remember? But there's
a lot of
mostly
bad
good dragons. And the thing with Voja is like there's a lot, it's a lot of mana dorks. Mate,
I
got a Miriam deck. Come on.
have this deck. Wait, is it IMM?
You had it. Go back. You had the suggestion.
MIIRYM.
I am.
I think if that's the one that you're... Is Dragon Spirit?
Yeah, click. Did you mean? There you go. Down there. Oh, mate, come on.
Oh, did you mean? Oh, yeah, this one. Oh, shit. Yeah. Right. I did.
Now,
I don't use Skyfall. Okay, leave me alone. I'm only using it to I'm being a poser.
I think the problem with Miriam is the dragon ability. Really, the ward isn't a problem to me. Miriam is just very powerful.
But do you think Miriam is more powerful than Voja?
Yeah, just because dragons are more powerful than elves.
Just because good dragons and bad dragons. Yeah. I don't know why City Skylines 2 is here as a search term.
I don't use Skyfall.
Yeah, I don't use Skyfall, but I do apparently look for City Skylines 2 cheats in Skyfall.
I think Voja is like elves didn't need a better commander. You know, you throw a bunch of elves, you throw a bunch of shapeshifters in that deck, and you set. It's very easy. It's very boring. I mean, play what you want to play, but it's not
the one thing for me, looking at Voja, just again as someone who's new to Magic and hasn't really seen all of the cards and everything, Voja, Wolf, the Wolf, draw a card for each wolf you control makes sense, but is there lore behind why it works with elves?
Yeah. Its
okay,
owner, its companion is an elf, basically.
Okay, so me just looking at that, when I have this card, I got it in my pre-release kit as the stamped foil thing, and I was just oh, I don't play wolves and whatever. Why is this elf thing on here?
It's a Selesnya. So him having red makes no sense because he's a Selesnya wolf.
Okay.
That's the other thing, which is okay, sure. But yeah, this guy in the background here is, I can't remember his name. Tom, what's his name?
Don't do this to me.
He effectively, it's these two come as a pair, basically.
Right. Okay.
So that's the whole Yo Wolf's part of Voja, and then the elf's part is the owner.
Tolsimir?
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. Because a Tolsimir's card makes a Voja token.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the first time I think Voja's had an actual card.
Tolsimir Wolfblood.
Yeah.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
Sounds like a Skyrim character.
So that's why there's the elf kind of bolted on stuff. Okay. I think if it was draw a card for each other wolf you control as well, I think it'd be
make him a wolf commander.
Yeah, I think draw a card for each wolf, meaning he draws off himself, I think is also a bit busted.
Maybe give elves ward, something like that. Give elves
ward he's protecting them, right?
Protects
them, the guardian. Yeah. There's stuff they could have done. It's purposely pushed, right? It's definitely it's in that Tulane Miriam, this is the 3-color commander card of this set.
I do think people focusing too much on the ward when they're talking about how pushed this commander is. Everyone's crying about the ward cost, or assuming that commander players are crying about the ward cost. But I think the Lord of the Rings commanders, with their really awkward, weird ward costs, are more pushed than this. Treebeard, Saruman, Sauron.
Right.
They've got
Are they wards, 3, 4?
No, it's sacrifice a creature or discard an instant or discard an enchantment. Very
I think
specific.
I'd prefer those, though.
Really? It kind of, but if you've got if you're not playing an instant heavy deck or an enchantment heavy deck, it kind of locks you out of. Plus, and Shelob, I've got a Shelob deck and I love it, but the fact that just gives all spiders Ward 3 and Death Touch is incredibly powerful. I don't think I've ever sat down opposite a Lord of the Rings deck at a Sauron or a Saruman and been happy about it, because they do so much again like this, and they've got that weird ward bolted on.
I think ward's interesting because as the format commander, we only talk about commander here. Sorry, as commander has moved away from board wipes to facilitate higher single target interaction to mean games also go quicker. The format's become quite battle cruisery in that way. Ward does push you to play more board wipes because it gets around them. So you get to a point where if this is the only thing on the board and you play, Damnation for 4, that's better than playing a Doomblade.
Yeah,
it is. It gets around it and is cheaper. So it is interesting seeing was Wizards actually smart in thinking, okay, well, if we clamp down on the effectiveness of single target removal and then try to push more wraths back into the format, does that make the format slower? Because it's just gone so quick due to power creep and, single target removal being so good and so efficient. So it is interesting. But again, also just play the fuck you want to play. Like, every time everyone's like, this thing's too powerful. It's like, don't play it. Like...
Yep. You don't have to play against people.
You don't have to. Yeah. You don't have to play it. You don't play against people who are playing it. Like, and if you do, be like, okay, we're going to remove you from the game. Like, if you've got that much of an issue with it, and it's like, for me, Voja, I think it's so board dependent. Like, if Voja is the only thing you have on the board and you hit with it and you get 1 card, it's fine. It's when you start to have like, how many changelings do you have? Like, then we're going to have a discussion around, okay, I need to everything is coming at you. I need to remove you from this game right now. But yeah, I don't think it is what it is. Play what you want. I don't care. Like, when everyone's like, this is busted, I'm like, just play the fuck you want. I don't care. Like, why are we having this discussion?
There's plenty of busted stuff.
There are people dying. Like, why? Like, well, there's plenty of busted stuff. I have busted stuff. I have Miram, I have Calamax, I have Lord Runegrace. Like, these are all cards that people go, oh, that's disgusting. I'm like, yeah, but like, it's making sure that when I sit down with those decks, everyone on that pod is aware of the game we're going to play and attempts to match it. Or I sit down and go, I'm going to be targeted by 3 people for this entire game.
Yep.
And I know that I'm having that experience. But yeah. Oh, well. Magic
People be crazy. They got to find something to complain about every single week.
Yeah.
I reckon.
If it's not Farewell, it's something else.
They will have been talking about Farewell last week. This week coming up to when we release this. I bet there's some Farewell discourse. I tried to start some earlier, but
I think Farewell is fine. I
don't see the issue with it. I mean,
people don't like you removing all their. I think it's because it's the exile. It's like, oh, my stuff's gone. It's like, yeah, but that's what the card does. Like,
let's not get too deep into it, but I think the problem with it is when people use it without a plan. If you're using it, it should be used as a last ditch effort. I think like a full Farewell. Otherwise, it's just you starting the game over again, which is like.
There's one of my decks that have got this in it, and I can't remember where. I don't know if is it a commander card in Murders at Call of Mana?
Murders at Call of Mana commander. So it would have been in the Clue deck?
Yeah, it was in one of my decks. And like, I looked at it and I was like, choose one or more.
Yep.
You can literally just pick everything.
Yep.
And I was like, cool, yeah, that's pretty nutty. But like, at the same time, if someone pulled that and used it against me, I wouldn't be like, okay, fair
happens.
Enough. It is what it is.
Shit happens.
I get it.
I think that people's anger comes from like, you're in a 2.5 hour game, you're getting towards the end and somebody just resets the game and it's like, we're going to be here for another hour.
I think the way this also fixes itself as well, I'm surprised it does not have choose one or more, blah, 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 then exile Farewell. The fact that Farewell doesn't Farewell itself is very weird.
I mean, Farewells into the graveyard.
If I'm playing a game with you and you start looping Farewell, I'm stupid. I'm leaving the building. I'm going home. But yeah, I think Farewell's fine. Again, like Tom said, have a plan. Like, don't exile everything because you can, and then be like, land, go.
Or even not. If you're doing it as it's literally the last, you're going to lose if you don't Farewell. Or someone's going to win if you don't Farewell. Then cool. But don't just be dropping this randomly just to,
I think people should take on the mantra of lose more games but play more games.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, if you're going to next segment,
segue.
Lose more segments, but do more segments. Let's go.
But yeah, like Just lose and play more games. It's fine.
Hey, we're speaking of.
I don't see the issue with people getting upset about losing games. Like, if you're consistently losing, then maybe reevaluate what you're playing and how you're playing,
or who you're playing with,
or who you're playing with.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. That's the fun of playing Magic, is you're playing Magic with people that you are friends with. I think maybe I don't know if people play with enemies, but yeah, whatever.
Speaking of people making posts just to get lots of likes, how about a post that just got lots of likes because it's a good post?
This is a good post. I was like, Tom, what the fuck are you saying?
I know. I saw Emma posted this and she was like surprised at how well it did because it's like gone off.
Yeah. So
it's valid. It's really good.
So for those who can't see my screen, I am sharing Emma Partlow's tweet around the Outlaws of Thunder Junction previews kicking off next week with like all the kind of nonsense in the set with the bonus sheets, etc., etc.
I had no idea there was this many symbols.
Yeah, I did not either. I like saw them and I was like, Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah. So there are you will open a Outlaws of Thunder Junction play booster or collector's booster, and your cards may have 1 of 5 different set symbols. Which basically means set symbols mean nothing anymore because who the fuck knows what set it's from. So there is the base OTJ expansion symbol set, which is the cowboy hat. There is OTC, which is the commander expansion symbol, which is the white cowboy hat on top of like the commander logo.
The commander shield, yeah, which is good.
Yeah, the old commander shield, which is what they should do for all of them.
Yeah.
Like invert it and slap it on top of the commander shield. OTP expansion symbol, which is
that to me, so OTP is like one true pairing, which is like really weird to read that on a Magic card.
Yeah, we were just on Tumblr earlier as well, so this is
exactly.
Full circle. OTP is the breaking news printing, so it's like the newspaper set.
Oh right, yeah.
Emma goes into really good detail on this as well. And then big expansion symbol is the big score bonus sheet.
Yeah,
which was Kerri. This was meant to be the Aftermath set. So they were going to do another Aftermath set, which like March of the Machine, but it was March of the Machine Aftermath was so poorly received.
Really?
They scrapped it and then put it into the play boosters as well.
Good.
Okay.
Because Aftermath sucked.
Yeah, but now we've got 5 set symbols in this fucking
I'm not too mad about it now.
And then special guests is returning. So special guests is effectively like the list, but better. But also the list is in here as well. So you can also get the list cards.
Is that special guest symbol the same as the previous one? I've got a special guest.
Yes, so special guest is basically the special guest symbol never changes.
Cool.
And then cards rotate in and out based on the location of the set. It's meant to be like adjacent, like, hey, here is what, here is an old Magic printing in the guise of Outlaws.
Like
so,
LCI had Malcolm and them Breaches, sorry. And
so Emma goes into really good detail. So, and I think the way she breaks this down is really good as well, because it's like, you will open this product and these are the things you will get. So I'm just going to read these tweets kind of verbatim. So first you have the Outlaws of Thunder Junction base set and commander set. The set codes are below. And if you're unsure if a preview card is from the commander expansion, check to see if the set code has a white center. If it does, it is a commander card. Everyone following still. Very simple. Base set, commander set.
I worry how legible that's going to be on the card, because we've already seen with our MKM, the commander cards, it was really hard to tell the rarity.
Yeah, but those set symbols weren't great. And also, I think this one is slightly more iconic, right? Because it is the cowboy hat. So kind of, at least this is like readable.
There's a lot more space in it for the foiling at least. So, but we'll see.
Breaking news, which is OTP, is a selection of non-standard cards associated with Outlaws of Thunder Junction OTJ. OTP is the first bonus sheet to feature in-play boosters. There will be a dedicated slot for OTP in packs. So you will always have an OTP card in your pack. The cards in OTP each highlight a crime you could commit in OTJ.
Crimes.
Okay, so for those listening along, OTJ is core set, OTC, commander, OTP, bonus sheet. One more thing about OCP cards is that you can open textured foil variants in collector's boosters only. Ugh. Big Score, also known as the Vault, set code BIG, was supposed to be the planned epilogue booster released with OTJ, but was scrapped because Aftermath sucked. It's true. This is from the person who bought 2 boxes of Aftermath. Never again. And it was I got Nissas, so it's fine.
Same.
Yeah, it's fine. Great set, best set. However, Wizards decided to put big cards in OTJ play and collector boosters. Big Score / the Vault cards will be standard legal upon release. In total, there will be 40 big cards that appear as part of the list. Raised foil Vault frame printings are only in collector boosters.
Okay, so this is so the list is in this set as well.
The list is in this set as well, and then
and big is taking the list slot.
So the big takes 40 list slots.
Okay, so yeah, it's the same slot in your pack as the list could be in.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Special Guest SPG is a subset we've already seen as it is introduced in the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. SPG remains the same, where you can open these in play boosters and play with them in limited. Emma attached Crashing Football's visibility, but that won't be in the OTJ Special Guests. So I would guess like this is going to be a lot of like the Desert Armaket stuff will probably be in Special Guest. But again, it's like Special Guest feels like a list, like variant, and it's just in here again. So, in a quick recap in terms of legality: Commander, OTJ, Outlaws of Thunder Junction, OTC, Breaking News, OTP, Special Guests, SPG. All Commander sets are Legacy Vintage legal sets. Individual cards are also legal, where already available in other formats. Cool.
I wonder if the special guests would just be the characters, like their old version. So you'd get
probably
like Rakdos,
just in cowboy, cowboy garb. OTJ, Big Squad, the Vault, Big are standard legal sets, meaning these will go into Pioneer as well. And then this is the thing that broke me, which is Outlaws of Thunder Junction play boosters, which are for those who aren't aware, they got rid of what are they called? I'm really draft and set. I like set boosters a lot. They combined them into play boosters, so it's now one SKU. But what they've done by simplifying that is made it fucking impossible and impenetrable by adding 5 fucking set codes to any given pack. So there's OTJ, OTP, Big, SPG, and the list. So that's Outlaws of Thunder Junction, Core, Breaking News, OTP, Big Score, the Vault, and Special Guest SPG. These cards are playable in Outlaws at Thunder Junction Draft and sealed when open from play boosters. It's a mess.
Yeah.
It's as Commander players, you play what you open, so it's not actually that. It's not. Yeah. Doesn't bother me that much. If I was still playing Standard like regularly, like every week, and I don't think it'd be that much of a problem because you are onboarding so much information that you kind of know what is coming into the format.
Yeah.
For the person who plays like F&M once a month, this is murder. This is like just so heavy in terms of like I buy this booster pack and it's got like 5 different set codes in it. Half of them I can't play in the format I want to play them in if I'm not playing an Eternal format. It's crazy. I think, Kerri, for someone like you who's a pack opener, it's not too bad because it's just like, you get what you open up.
Yeah, exactly. I think also it helps the fact that I literally only play Commander. But the one thing that I have noticed is my LGS, as soon as they introduced play boosters, so my LGS does like several nights of Commander or draft. And all of the draft nights that they've had since Call of Mana came out, they just haven't had enough people to fill it, when usually they wouldn't like have an issue.
Okay.
Which is it's really like sad to kind of see that every like week they're being like, yeah, we don't have enough people for drafts, so it's getting cancelled. So I'm kind of curious to see how Wizards kind of take on that information, because my LGS is one of the premium stores as well.
Ooh,
so it's kind of like that's
fancy,
interesting.
Fancy Dan over here.
Fancy, yeah. But it's kind of weird to see because I don't know. I just kind of expected that it wouldn't have that much of an impact with the new booster packs, but I guess it has.
Has anyone drafted Murders? No, I didn't either.
Nope.
Yeah, my partner usually does a draft with like new sets. I'm pretty sure he hasn't drafted Murders either.
I think the last draft I did in person was Baldur's Gate.
Jesus. That's one that I want to draft. Like I know Pleasant Kenobi keeps going on about everyone should draft Baldur's Gate. And I really want to do it.
It's a really fun draft. I love drafting. It's just where I live now. I moved out of Croydon 2 years ago.
R.I.P. Bad Apple.
Yeah, R.I.P. Bad Apple. And there's nothing here.
I mean, at least you're not having someone getting stabbed around the corner every week. So.
Yeah.
That's
we can go into a whole podcast about how Oxfordshire is nicer than Croydon, but I don't think that, that's what people are here to listen to. So the downside is, my nearest LGS, and it's not even really LGS, it's just a person who runs F&M. It's weird. It's Oxford, which is like a half hour, 45-minute drive from where I am. So it's a lot. And also I have like crippling social anxiety to the point where me as like a dude in his like mid-30s going, hi guy, and just not knowing anyone there.
It's like, mate, I'm exactly the same.
Yeah, I'm like, I'd rather just not. Like, I can just stay at home.
I would love to go to like an LGS and join in, but again, I also have crippling anxiety and I'm very new to Magic, so I would just feel like sitting in a corner by myself crying.
I'm so lucky that whenever I go to a store to play, I've literally got 3 other people with me and we just sit down and play.
Yeah, like I'm doing the slow like poison brain rot of getting all my friends into Magic the Gathering to get there eventually. So Kerri was the start. But like my wife, Stacey, recurring character of this podcast, is also learning how to play Magic the Gathering, which is great. Like she literally not messaged me. We speak in person because we live in the same house. She said to me yesterday, with long weekend coming up, like, can we actually play some Magic the Gathering? And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't have to like strong arm you into playing one-on-one Commander with me, which is nice.
So I've had a similar thing with that. My girlfriend's friends both wanted to get into Magic when they found out I would played it, and I got them into it. And then they've been nagging my girlfriend to play it, but I didn't want to do that like you. And on the way to a store one time, because she would come along with me to play Magic, and she just like sit, because her friends were there as well. But she asked if she could play one night a couple of weeks ago, and she's been playing since. And it's So would you get it? It's good, but don't be the guy.
I have to bring what everyone know, Tom, because I have no one else to play with. Like literally, no one fucking here plays.
Two other people, just
I legitimately
don't be mean to your missus.
And this is like I should be announcing this on the fucking internet. I haven't used it. I installed the Bumble Friends.
Oh my god, really?
Because I've heard multiple American people have told me it's really good for finding commander pods.
Oh really?
Yeah,
that's fair.
I don't know how that plays in the UK. Where Magic
to be honest,
has less of an audience. But
one of my friends that I used to live with, she used Bumble Friends, and she would go and like meet up with people and go out for drinks and stuff for them.
Just play Magic the Gathering,
which is just like is very bizarre to me because that would literally sound like the worst thing ever.
That's why I've not used it, because like part of me is like I want to solve this problem, and then the logical robot part of my brain was like nothing good can come from this.
I mean, to be honest, I think the benefit is that like my partner has played Yu-Gi-Oh for many years, and like his friend group all also played Yu-Gi-Oh for many years, but then they all slowly transitioned over to Magic the Gathering, so now that's the only card game that they play.
It's good. They went the right way.
Yeah,
it's when they go the other way.
It's bad.
I think there's still one of them.
There's no reason to go back.
There's still one of them who hasn't like gone into Magic the Gathering purely because one, he doesn't want to spend more money on a completely new card game, and usually when he gets into things, everyone stops playing it. So he's like, I don't want to jinx it, and also because like there's not enough anime cards.
Is he just
and
like
also Japanese have like their own kind of special art that we don't get in English. So that's one thing that annoys him.
Is he just like turn 1 win games versus himself. He's just like turn 1 I've won. Yeah, that's it. You don't need an opponent if you're winning on turn 1.
Yeah, exactly. But my partner is, I'm pretty sure, I don't want to diagnose him, but I'm pretty sure he's very autistic. He gets into very, very deep rabbit holes when he has a new hobby, quite similar to me, but he goes into the depths of, he researches everything, knows all the rules, and can recite cards off the back of his hand, even though he's never played them or anything.
Before you, I was going to interrupt you. It was like, when you were like, I don't mean self-diagnose, and I was going to interrupt you the next segment to save him from public humiliation on an internet podcast where he's probably not going to listen.
Nah, it's fine. Okay. I mean, I'm autistic, so, pretty sure majority of his friends are also neurodivergent, so it makes sense because everyone who is neurodivergent goes into groups. You just form together. Yeah. Magnets.
Symbiotic hive mind.
But yeah.
So with that, I don't know how to segue into Sicko Hall of Fame.
We need a jingle. We need a jingle for this.
Talking of, don't know how. No, I can't. Okay.
Talking of mental illness, now we're getting into sicko cards.
Yeah, there we go. Mental illness into ill cards. Tom, is it your pick? Yeah, it is your pick.
It's my pick.
What the fuck is this?
Bone Dancer. I love it. I've got it here. Like all my sickos, I've got them in person. So it's a zombie. Zombie for 1 and 2 black. I'll read the legacy text actually because the oracle. Whenever Bone Dancer attacks and isn't blocked, you may put the top creature card of defending player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. If you do, it assigns no combat damage this turn. It's a 2/2. So yeah, this is why you can't reorder your graveyard.
Yes. You have to say, I'm playing Bone Dancer, please leave your graveyard alone.
Yeah. I'm desperate to find a deck to jam this in because I love it. The art is insane. Like what is going on there?
That art is pretty sick.
I love it.
This is the one thing I love about old cards. The art is usually just like kind of spooky.
Yeah. This is also the guy who did Smokestacks, which is quite interesting. He's done a whole bunch of weird cards, but yeah. I just need to find somewhere to jam this because I kind of love it.
When they templated that ability, they must have known there was a better way of doing this. Right?
I believe in whether there's a full cycle of these that you can choose not to assign combat damage and they do something. Oh, are you talking about the graveyard?
No, I'm just talking about the way the actual grammatical structure of the ability of this card. I know it's been oracled and it's been errated and it's way neater, but how did they go, this is okay to print? It's zero.
Anything that's got a 0 ability in old cards is written like a monkey on a keyboard is doing it.
So janky.
Necromancy is exactly the same, and that hasn't changed.
That's true. Yeah, it's just weird. Very weird. The art is also uncomfortable. So we will.
I need to find somewhere for him to go because here he is.
So this is our Hall of Fame right now. For a reminder for audio listeners, I'm getting better at. Currently, Lily Bow and Raging Grandma sits at 3. Imaginary Pet sits at 2, and Elvish Bard, specifically Alliance's art, sits at number 1. Where do we think Bone Dancer goes? I was going
to say, have we ever really covered what criteria is for this? Because I was a bit unsure picking, am I finding weird art? Am I finding weird mechanics?
I'm pretty sure I said, I don't know if I definitely said it in our I'm going to make it sound professional, production meetings when it's actually just us on a Discord call. I'm pretty sure I'm not sure if I said it on episode 1 or episode 0. But the rules are, we own this, we make up the rules. That's basically
essentially anything that is remotely like whatever you find
whatever
weird
you find weird.
Is
whether
it's the art or anything.
Okay, cool.
This is our IP. We own this. We make up the fucking rules. We can do whatever we want.
I mean, it's no Elvish Bard. I think that's going to remain number 1 for a long time.
I think that might be up top for quite a bit. So is it above or below imaginary pet or Lily Byron?
I mean, I'd definitely say it goes above Raging Grandma.
I think
it's above imaginary pet myself because I
can't remember what imaginary pet was now.
It's the you've got to pay to keep it on the battlefield.
Imaginary pet is that weird one where it's like the little girl with blonde hair.
Oh,
and it's like that was
that was a bit weird.
I think it's below imaginary pet.
You think?
Yeah, I would say it goes below. Yeah,
I'll take that.
God, man, Raging Grandma's getting just bombed a pile. I'm trying to be topical.
In the bin.
I hope the next time we do Smash or Pass and you're doing it, you get Raging Grandma.
Yeah, I'd be like, Smash. It's big and it should get small, Smash. So, Bone Dancer is our new number 3. Imaginary Pet stays at number 2. And Elvish Bard, specifically Alliance's Art, stays at number 1.
Who's doing Sicko Hall of Fame next episode?
Probably Kerri. Kerri's really putting on stuff. Yeah. But,
what am I doing?
You're probably doing Sicko Hall of Fame next week. That's a teaser.
We need a jingle for it, like Sicko.
Yeah, we need to do something. The production of this podcast is fucked and scuffed, and we are looking to improve it in various ways eventually, but it'll probably stay pretty scuffed. Continues. That is us done for this week. Because 1, we have run out of things to talk about, and 2, I'm very hungry. So I'm going to go eat. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all the things, algorithm stuff on YouTube. For those who have already left us 5-star reviews on Spotify, thank you very much. We will look to reward or incentivize people to drop 5-star reviews in the future. Maybe it's a Sicko Hall of Fame, maybe it's a question. Haven't decided yet. Production meetings have to happen around this kind of stuff. Not to do it live on air, Adam. TikTok and like Instagram Reels and all that kind of short form content has been popping off. For that, thank you. I think there's quite a few that can come out of this episode as well, which is great. So continue to follow us on there to see all of that lovely content.
I just thought something we should probably add at the end is anyone up to anything this week? Any magic stuff happening? Reminders, Kerri. I've got
my preview card. Which will be happening on the 27th of March, which will be the day before.
Kerri, where can they find that?
Live. That will be on Bad Man Influence, which will be on Twitter and Instagram. Those are going to be the main areas that I will be showcasing it. But yeah, want to go there. 27th of March, even though this will be out afterwards. But yeah, go see what I got. I'm excited.
We will also share that from the Magic Castles social, of course.
Yeah.
So Magic Castles pod on everything, I think. I can't remember.
Magic Castles pod.
Mate, I've been so bad at remembering that on stream. I think it's Magic Castles pod. I don't know.
The thing that fucked me up is when I did the Gmail, it's like Gmail is not plural. And that fucks me up every time. So Gmail is Magic Castle pod.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, just leaked our email. But I'm pretty sure that's in the description there. You can send us questions at magiccastlepod@gmail.com.
Send us business partnerships via email.
Yeah. For Monster Energy, if you want to send us your hot Trampist new flavor, bad apple,
please.
Get in touch at magiccastle@gmail. magiccastlepod@gmail.com. Bye-bye.
Bye.